Ooh.
All right, Dre.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us. Congratulations. We'll go ahead and start with questions. Go ahead, Nico, and then we'll move on down the line. Thank you.
Hey, Andre, you guys left for Indy with championship aspirations that obviously started with the Big Ten title. Even though you're not in that win or go home mode yet, how important is it for tomorrow's game to start out the NCAA tournament or March Madness?
It is very important. It's the Big Ten championship game. That's definitely a game that we could potentially see in the long run in the Final Four, Elite Eight. I don't know. We could see them again, and that kind of games, we gotta come out ready to play because, like I said, that's a potential game. That's a Final Four game, championship game, that we just gotta come out ready to go from the get-go, just like we did today. And you just gotta be ready to go mentally. The job's not finished, and just gotta have that mentality for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Okay, Brandon Simberg, you're up, and then Marley on deck.
Andre, in the past few weeks, you've beaten now Michigan, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Ohio State. What does that mean to you guys to have knocked off all the other Big Ten teams so far, like in the past few weeks?
It means a lot. Big Ten is proud. I mean, in my opinion, it's the best conference in the country. Right now, maybe throughout the years, I don't know, but as of right now, I think that's the toughest conference in the country. So beating them, all those teams, has been great, and it's a great feeling. Obviously, we know how good we are. We're loaded. We have so many weapons, defensively, offensively, and just proud of my teammates, man. Proud of the coaching staff. We all do a great job on being dialed in the scouting report. They made a few shots. They're the number 2 offensive team in the country. They're gonna make shots, but when we guard like that, like I've been saying, when we guard like that, it's gonna be very tough to beat us. And I think that's why we won today. We made a couple stops, we rebound, and just very proud of my teammates and the coaching staff. We've done a hell of a job so far, but we got one more to go.
Okay, Marley, and then Derek Piper, and then Jeremy on deck or in the hole. Go ahead.
Andre, you've talked about thriving in these big moments. I'm wondering what it was like for you to come out and show off a little bit on this big stage here in the semifinals.
Just great. It was great. I'm once again, I'm not that kind of guy that's gonna praise myself, but just I've come a long way for this moment, and you probably know it more than everybody else, just because we talked about it, just that journey coming from Puerto Rico. It feels great. It feels great to be in this kind of moments and being able to help the team win. I was just out there hooping, having fun, and just proud of what I've done so far. And once again, I'm not that kind of guy, but sometimes I got to do it. And obviously without my teammates, the trust that the coaching staff have on me, I will not be able to do it. And I was just out there being myself and just, really happy and just really proud. But once again, job's not finished. We got one more to go.
Thank you.
Okay, Derek Piper, Jeremy Werner, Mark Pearson, in that order.
Hey, Andre, for Kofi to dominate in this kind of a game against the Big Ten Player of the Year, what did you see from him, and what does that do for you as a guard when he has that going inside like that?
I saw it since the game started. I knew he was going to dominate, and I tried to find him as much. I think I did, because he was just on fire today. He was on go mode, and we executed our game plan. We had to make Luka Garza tired. A lot of credit to him, hell of a player. But that was our game plan. We executed it. Kofi did hell of a job on him. Once again, Big Ten Player of the Year. He's gonna make shots, gonna do his thing. But overall, I think he did a hell of a job, and that makes my job even easier. All I have to do is just give it to him, and he's just gonna go to work. And that's what I did today. So really proud of him and what he's done so far. He's also come a long way since the season started. But just really proud of him. He did a really, really good job today.
Thanks, Andre.
Okay, Jeremy, you're up. Mark Pearson on deck. Scott Ritchie in the hole.
Hey, Andre, over these last couple of weeks, you guys have had high pressure packed games. What have you learned from those in front of this crowd and in front of this atmosphere that you're going to experience next week? What have you learned from that?
Just that it's a mental game. As of like right now, it's a mental game. It's not about how, talent and all that, plays a big part of it, but just having these games back to back, and especially big time games. Once again, Big Ten probably best, if not, it's up there, best conference in the country right now. So mentally, it's all mental right now. We got to go back to the hotel, eat, relax, get off our feet, recover, watch a little film, personnel, and get ready for tomorrow because we got to do it again tomorrow. It's not like we can play in 2 or 3 days. So definitely a big mental challenge. But we've done it for, like you said, 2 weeks or whatever it is. So I don't see why we can't do it tomorrow.
Thanks.
Okay, Mark Pearson, Scott Ritchie, go ahead.
Andre, with about 3 minutes left, you picked Bohannon's pocket again, and then it led to an IO dunk and then a timeout. And from there, you kind of took control. And that kind of goes back to that Adam Miller diving on the floor earlier in the year. I mean, how much have you guys really taken that, sense of mentality to get on the floor after every loose ball and make things happen like that in clutch opportunities?
That's what Illinois is all about, man. Everyday guys just got to do it every day. Dive on the floor. That's what makes Illinois special, man. The little things is what makes Illinois special. And a lot of credit to the coaches, especially Underwood. He's always on our ass about that. And what better moment to do it now? Like it's that time of the year. It's March. There's no tomorrow. There's none of that. So it's the little things, and like I said, that's what makes Illinois basketball special. And having Trent Frazier in our team, Io, all those guys, we learn from them. But they're our vets. And I told Trent we was coming down the tunnel to the locker room, and he was like, "Yo, Bello, like that's a big time play." And I'm like, "Man, that just learning from you, because he does that all the time." And like once again, that's just what Illinois basketball is all about. Little things and 50-50 balls, making stops at the end of the game. And that's just great because it gives us momentum, the rest of the game. And I think that's why we won the game, man. Like just big time stops at the end, gang rebound. And that's what Coach Underwood that's all he preaches about. Little things. The little things are what makes Illinois basketball special.
Okay, we're going
Thanks,
to go
Andre.
a little bit out of order. We'll go Scott Ritchie, and then I'll go down to Goodell Padilla, and then we'll try to get as many as we can here. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, Andre, was there any difference for you today, after yesterday, where you had a couple of those early fouls and maybe just didn't get off to a good start?
Yeah, I think yesterday, just one of those games, I guess. First game of the tournament. I guess it was just one of those days, and knowing that I did what I did, I learned from it. I just got to learn from it, and that's the most important part, I think, as a freshman. Even though probably not freshman anymore, but I'm still a freshman. I'm gonna make mistakes, and that's something I've been doing all year, I think. And just got to learn from it, and that's what I did today. Just came in mentally prepared. Had Tyler Underwood on my ass too. Like he does that all the time. And having him on the team is just special as well. I learned from him a lot. He's always talking to me, trying to make sure I'm good. But just the game before was just one of those games, and I just had to bounce back, and I think I did. But all credit to my teammates; they did a hell of a job. They were making every time I gave them the ball, Kofi, he was making plays. Iowa was making plays, so it was just team effort.
Video from Puerto Rico, you're up. Sorry. You're gonna have to unmute. You're muted. You're muted. Sorry.
Yep. Hi, everyone. Guido Padilla. I will ask my questions in Spanish. So hi to everyone. André Curbelo, profesor G. Padilla por aquí. Bien sencillo lo que te quiero preguntar. A través de toda la temporada has tenido un año excelente. Sin embargo, te hemos visto después de la lesión de Ayo tener mucho más control del balón, los tenores bien abajo y haciendo la jugada extra, lo que llamamos las intangibles del juego. ¿A qué le achacas el nivel de confianza que estás teniendo y el impacto que estás teniendo tan grande en un equipo tan loaded como tú bien mencionas?
Crédito a mis compañeros de equipo, crédito al coaching staff. Ellos confían en mí. Cuando Ayo se lastimó, ellos me lo dijeron que tenían que step up y eso fue lo que hice. Yo siempre soy un jugador que voy a jugar para el equipo, voy a hacer lo que sea para ganar y eso era lo que tenía que hacer y salí y he hecho el trabajo en los últimos juegos y mano, nos queda uno más, job's not finished, nos queda uno más y mañana hay que hacerlo otra vez.
Gracias. Can I have another question quick?
Real quick question.
Real
The
quick.
bus is waiting. Go ahead.
¿Qué ves diferente en el equipo ahora mismo que está básicamente en la final del Big Ten? ¿Qué ves diferente en el equipo que no veías antes? Camino hacia la NCAA, que es tan importante porque sabemos que es un juego y te eliminas.
Estamos bien conectados, sabemos lo que estamos jugando para un campeonato y al nosotros saber eso, conectamos y eso es lo que hemos estado haciendo últimamente, bien conectados y salir a trabajar duro, hacer el trabajo, hacer lo que cada uno tiene que hacer y mañana hay que hacer lo mismo, salir a defender, la defensa es lo que nos va a ganar el juego. Y como te he estado diciendo, cuando nosotros venimos al día así, it's going to be tough to beat us.
Thank you. Very proud of you.
All right. Thank you. Andre.
Thank you, guys. God.